Yesterday was May Day, and in Seattle we did have some protests. We had protests all over the world, as I told you about yesterday, but also here in the U.S., particularly in Seattle. Unfortunately, it did not go well. There were flashbangs used by the police and pepper spray as well. We've got some video here.
It's a march that took an ugly turn, and our camera had an up-close view.
I just got hit in the leg with a firework. I'm trying to go home. You won't even let me through.
One of the first signs of violence unfolded right in front of Nike Town.
Look, it's a tough situation because the protesters apparently did throw rocks and bottles at police officers and at news crews. Then they flung construction, street barriers, trash cans, newspaper bins. They broke the windows of some of the nearby stores. I just don't think that's constructive at all. I think that it makes you look like a jackass. It actually delegitimizes whatever your cause is. Now, on May Day, doing peaceful protests about labor and how the 1% is robbing us blind is perfectly good. I think we should do a hell of a lot more than that. Yesterday, I showed you the stats. Since 1981, the wage gains, 96% of them have gone to the top 10%. The bottom 90% of the country has only gotten 4%. So you want to do a protest about that? I'm 1,000,000% on your side. But what does that protest have anything to do with throwing a garbage can through somebody's window or throwing rocks at cops? And it turns out, of course, there was two different protests. There was, in fact, a perfectly peaceful one in the beginning. And even the mayor of Seattle says it. He says that first march came downtown. It was absolutely peaceful. It was almost a festive affair, and they had some serious messages, too, that they wanted to express. No incidents whatsoever. Okay? So great, the first one goes terrific. The second march, he says, was very different. And it wasn't just merely because it was unpermitted. I think it also had to do with the nature of the individuals in it and what they wanted to do. So it turns out the second march had anarchists in it. And they apparently wrote on their websites that they were intending to disrupt what was happening. But wait a minute, what was happening was peaceful protests on issues that I think you agree with. So why do you want to disrupt that? Why do you want to make that look bad? You know what happens when you do that? The rest of Seattle and the rest of the country looks and goes, oh yeah, those guys who are protesting the horrible inequality in this country, they're thugs, they're hooligans, they're the bad guys, they're the ones that are damaging things, they're the ones throwing stuff at cops and getting this kind of reaction. That doesn't help your cause. It totally hurts your cause. Now look, somebody who came to see the protests, I don't know how involved she was or not, her name is Olivia Onefeather, said, quote, "They're doing what we need to do to stand up to ourselves. These are our streets, and we have the right to take them." Well, what does that mean? Yeah, they're your streets, so you have the right to protest. Now, if you got a permit, great, you have all the right in the world. If you didn't get a permit, all right, I don't mind. You know what? You want to do some civil disobedience, you did a last-minute protest, great, I'm actually on board. But it's your streets, so you get to smash stuff in it and destroy property and attack the cops? No, you don't. It's not your streets that way. It's all of our streets. We didn't all agree for you anarchists to come and, do that in the middle of the streets of Seattle. You think all the families in Seattle agreed? Yeah, go ahead and trash our streets. I mean, look, I'm positive that there will be people on the left or wherever else that spectrum goes who will be mad at me for no, Cenk, you don't understand. This is how we overturn the system. My ass, that's how you overturn a garbage can. Look, I'm not just mad because it's the wrong thing to do. I'm also mad because it's the dumb thing to do. It doesn't help your cause. It allows the other side to mock your cause and look at you with disdain. Oh, there's just a bunch of thugs and they're stupid and they don't know what they're doing. When in reality, if you care, and I don't know, maybe anarchists don't care about anything. Oh, they're so cool. Oh yeah, I smashed something, ha ha. Well, great. Well, then I'm 100% against you and you're a clown of the earth, okay? But if you actually care about the inequality in this country, you actually care about the workers of this country, what you do is massive, peaceful protests to draw attention to the great inequality so that we can help fix it and we can get our government back. Do it the right way. Don't do it the stupid and the wrong way.